Welcome to Pull a Pin Already, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
Well, I promise you, we can give them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate. And let's pull the pin already.
Yes. So we'll see. I held the laugh till after there. I was just thinking about how good I've been doing on these intros, not laughing. But
trying to get my finger pointing right. We got a little new setup over here, so I don't know where to point anymore on these.
You pointing all over the place made me think that, yeah, I got to laugh at this one.
And our cameras are like backwards and shit. So when I point up here to where it looks like it's at on my screen, that's the opposite side of the screen.
Right. So let's not point. Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, pointing is rude, right? Didn't they say when you point at someone, three are pointing back at you or something?
That's why you do
and
the
then
knife
one's
hand.
pointing to the sky, right?
That's why you do the knife hand.
Yeah, I don't get it anyway. But the point is if they're pointing at you, you're not pointing. It's not really a point anymore, is it? Anyways, let's move on from that because it's stupid. We came here to talk about headlines. That's what we came to talk about, all the headlines going on in the world around us. And we're going to tell you how to get in your emotions and how to get mad and how to piss yourself off and piss people off and all that stuff because we know better. Because why, Nate?
Or Jim's going to get mad and get his emotions. Because we're average veterans who've been around the world and we know everything.
Yeah, like in all seriousness, yeah, you could say I get mad. Like I'm not mad. Like, I mean, it's weird. Like I get all worked up and stuff. That's why I got the fire ring around me, but I get all worked up, but I'm not really mad. Like I'm one of few people who can have a real disagreement with somebody and then still come back tomorrow for another conversation with the same person. Like I get mad, but I think mad is an emotion controlled by fear. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of my fears come out when I listen to this, what's going on in the world, because I'm afraid, because we've seen some stuff and we know how things could go. And when you can't control that, it's like going down like a waterfall. Like when you come to the edge of you're in a river and you see that the water just stops. I mean, it's that fear, that moment of fear when you know how this ends. It doesn't mean it's going to end that way, but there's a very high probability. So that fear kicks in and then you start, your body just takes over. I don't know. That's what I think I do.
This show is going to end with headlines, so let's get to the first one.
We're going to start with headlines, right?
and end.
Well, I don't know. You do take the headline off when we end, right? Right. Anyway, Israel issues ultimatum to Hamas over hostages.
So they're negotiating with a ceasefire, or we'll do this if you do that. I mean, is that an ultimatum? They're negotiating. They're saying this is all you. This is it, and that's it.
Yes. That's what's, you ever have like a relationship, like your wife say, you pick up your socks or I'm leaving. That's an ultimatum.
I put more socks on the ground.
Yeah, but I'm saying, right. And that's okay because that's your way of debating. But really it was an ultimatum. Like this is this or that. You know what I mean? This, you don't have another choice. Like this is it. And I think that's good. I think this is a way to end the conflict, is to finally say, look, this is the resolution we want. You either give it to us or we're going to crush you.
Do you know what the ultimatum is?
What?
I'm asking, do you?
Oh, no. You can make it up if you want, because you're probably right.
I'm not going to make it up. I don't know if you actually had knowledge.
No. I mean, the same story. Like, even to be honest with you, like, what have you heard about this conflict? Like, this is no longer the flavor of the month, right?
I just saw a headline today that Israel just hammered something and
but that's what I'm saying. But it's becoming a backstory now. Like to what, I don't know. I mean, maybe to Biden's State of the Union address that's going to be coming up in March. But it's becoming a backstory. It's becoming less and less effective.
Well, it's because they don't have money right now.
Right, but you see that though, right? Even Ukraine war.
They need money from us so they can stay relevant in the headlines, I guess.
That's the funny part. Like news is happening all over the world. But only the important stuff that's going to meet, whatever they're trying to get is in the news. Like there's so many important big things going on right now that aren't even being covered. Like they're still uncovering the whole January 6th corruption thing, the backup plan with the pipe bombs on the 5th and all that. There's so much there, but nobody's talking about that. Well, we know why they're not talking about that, because they're all be busted. And the CIA and all that corruption going on. And I think when people actually find out what's really been happening to them and how they've been lied to, I mean, they're probably not going to do anything about it, but they'll be rudely awakened. Now, whether they change their opinions, and I don't know. And it's not just Democrats, dude. I come on here and I bash Democrats, but it's not just Democrats. It's a corrupt elite party. And these people have been running the country, running the world probably forever. Now they want to make it a big world government, and it's just sad. It's just
You,
sad to watch it all happen.
you put some headlines up here. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. I'm gonna go look at this and see what this really says, and I never do. So we'll keep on moving on.
Yeah, yeah. You know why you never do though? Because you already know what it is. That's what I'm saying. Is like we don't even have to really read the article. Biden admin blocked oil and gas leases in part due to whatever indigenous knowledge is. Like,
I don't even say about this headline. I mean, you blocked something based on something you know nothing about.
well, yeah. I mean, but the point is he probably said, "Oh, you can't drain this oil because of indigenous knowledge." Well, what the hell does that mean? But he probably said it. He probably even wrote it in a form. You know what I mean? We know this is true. We know this is probably what happened. And even if it's a big fat lie, we know he still blocked oil because we're not producing. Our gas prices are expensive. So you can figure it out if you got any brain cell in the world. Now, who we blame, whatever, man. You know what I mean? At some point, you got to find motive, who benefits and what's the motive. And I think once you see that, you'll never unsee it. You'll be, yeah. Anyways, I feel like Biden now. I feel like I'm like losing my mind, my thought. Like from
Kind of sound like it.
You're right. Because
So is it so Biden? Is this what they said? We blocked oil and gas leases because of indigenous knowledge.
it's in quotes, dude. It's in quote. Now, if you believe the article, yeah, it's in quotes. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, yeah, he said it. You know, and
Well,
and I
he
want
did. He didn't say his admin said it.
right, of course. Biden admin blocking oil and gas, right? So, well, we know this, right? We know this because even I get on other, people that talk about this stuff. We know Biden's not running his country, dude,
I see. Like this guy has to have notes in front of him to discuss something,
and
and if
still
you
can't get it right.
no, and if you watch those, I don't watch it, but I see clips of the White House press secretaries clips when they're asking a question. He's like flipping through a book to find answers. I'm like,
Right.
you guys are just you really need cards because you don't know what to say. I mean,
Yeah. And they even know what the
you're
question
not the
is.
White House press secretary. How do you not know the answers?
And they even know what the questions are most of the time.
Do they do that? Was she
Yeah.
picking these people in the audience? Does she know
Oh,
what the
yeah.
questions are going to be?
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you, dude? Wouldn't you? If you knew you didn't know how to do your job, you knew you were going to look like a complete ass, you knew you were going about to lie to the people.
So they
Like,
pick
wouldn't you
people to
try to
make them.
pick the
They pick
people?
people to make them look bad, just so they're not showing favoritism to
Right.
one side. Oh.
Yes, they have to, dude, because then the press would call them out on it because they have done that. Or they'll pick somebody like Peter Ducey to set up that question so they can gotcha moment on him, or it's just sad. All of it's sad. It's a joke. I want to go live in the mountains by myself in a cabin. Anyway, Fani Willis ethics case may reverberate
Good
long
job.
after judge decision. Can you say that word?
Reverberate.
Reverberate.
Is this the lady that like paid her boyfriend or something to
Mm-hmm.
do personal work?
The one that is trying to.
I saw her on this. She's a lawyer too, I think, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I saw her on the stand trying to like.
Did you see that? Dude, is that
She's
not an embarrassment?
oh man, she don't think so.
That screams like spoiled child all over it. Like
Yeah.
it screams like if you were to try to tell your son, you're going to correct your son, like, son, I know you lied to me because I know the truth. Well, define lie. Like what? Like that's what this woman did. Well, which house? I don't know. I lived in several houses. Like the lady had to resort to saying, in the place where you lay your head, did I mean, you're just like, come on, man.
And the dude's like, yeah, she's paying me cash.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I don't have any. I don't have any receipts of any of the cash she paid me.
Right. So you paid everything cash with no receipts ever anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Like, you never deposited it, nothing.
And the worst part about this sad woman is she's a racist. There's no doubt in my mind she's racist because somehow she thinks that by saying racism is why we have cash in our house. Now, I'm not going to deny the story at some point, but he literally said that he doesn't want people to know he's got cash in his house, so he's not going to answer that question. And I'm sitting there thinking, you just told people you got cash in your house.
Not anymore.
So you won't answer the question because you don't want them to know, but you just told them. And then she did the same thing. Like, who in their right mind wouldn't now think that if they're a criminal, oh, I know where all the money's stashed because these people hold on cash. Like, are you kidding me? And in this day and age, you can't tell me people are stashing that much cash in their house. Well, now let me say that correctly. I guess she is wealthy, so wealthy people probably do. They probably have like a basement safe, safe room where they keep a whole bunch of cash.
See, I can't wait till we go to all digital currency. We won't have to worry about that problem.
Oh God, please don't. No. Please don't. We're not going all digital currency. No. Because you and I will both be cut off. We'll go to our banks, be like, wait, you said something about the government. Well, no, I was joking, and then we won't have access to our money. But all right. Anyway, this is a joke, and I hope she gets taken off the case. And that I was going to tell you too. That was a funny thing too. She slashes back and says, "I'm not on trial here. Actually, lady, you are. This is a hearing about you
Yeah.
not being able to work this case. It's not about the case. It's about you not being able to work this case. So you are on trial." But then they do it to democracy. And then the lady asks her a simple question. Well, let's talk about this because you lied and this and that. She couldn't answer a question, dude. Now, I guarantee you.
She was a lawyer. She was doing
Right.
what she
But
was trained to do.
But I guarantee you, in a court of law where she was the prosecutor, she wouldn't allow this. She would stand, "Judge, come on, this is, it's the funniest thing, man. It's so sad and obvious. And if people
I
support these
love
people,
it.
but there are people that support this lady.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're a democracy, champion, and like what? Anyways, again, this is
We'll
probably
move
why I
it
don't
on.
stuff with that. All right, this one you could probably help me with. The military special ops unit, or this military special ops unit, is so classified, even its name is a secret, and getting into it is absolutely hell.
Well, it's not that secret. If we know about it, get into its hell. I mean,
I thought it was the Air Force.
well, no, because you know the name, so it can't be the Air Force.
Oh, right. That's the covert name or overt. Anyways, yeah. Do you know what this unit is? Obviously, you don't. If you don't, it's
It's a secret, and it's hell to get into. So it's
So how do you know about it?
exactly that's what I just said. How is it such a secret that you know it exists and you know it's hell to get into?
Right. And how do you apply? Or do they find you?
They probably find you.
Hey, you look like a troublemaker that likes to kill people that will keep secrets.
You're in.
Let's bring you over here to this no-name thing that we're not going to tell you until you're in. And if you're in and you know the name, then you can't tell anybody because it's secret. But we're going to put you through hell to get in it. And if you fail, we're going to have to kill you because you'd have to tell somebody then, or you'd be able to tell somebody. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, sign me up. Sign me up.
I'm in.
Like, think about it. If you fail, like you have to go through hell to get into it. You can't tell me everybody that goes through hell gets in it.
If you're picking the best special ops guys who's already been through hell training, I'm sure they could probably handle it.
Sure. But I mean, like I said, that's what I said. So in order to go into it, think about it. Like even in gangs and all that stuff, in order to go into it, you've got to go through all this training and stuff. And then what? You know what I mean? Then what? You're in. And then if you ever have a bad taste or get out, you got to be killed because now you can tell people what it is. Like, why would you do that?
It's just a secret. You sign a affidavit, say you won't say anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had top secret clearance, or I had top secret clearance. I'm not supposed to share that information. I get it. That's sharing information. But if I knew I'd be killed because of any of the information that might have gotten out, I probably wouldn't have taken that.
Did you see any top secret information with a top secret clearance?
Yes, but probably nothing relevant to the world.
I was just saying, most people have a top secret clearance and then never ever see top secret information.
Yeah.
It's like, why do I have this clearance? I don't even go to top secret briefings. I don't see top secret information.
Right,
you might have been.
Right.
I think. Would you guard the skiff?
I would, but the point is.
So I guess you had to have the clearance to guard the documents, but you never saw the documents.
Well, but even if I looked at them, I wouldn't know what I was looking at. I wouldn't have even known what top secret stuff was. You know what I mean? Stuff to me would have been like, that's stupid. Why are you hiding it? You know what I mean? Like,
why the hell is this classified?
They already know we're building something like this because you got it on display here. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like top secret, stupid.
This top secret airplane. Wait, how do you know it's a top secret airplane if you know it's an airplane and you show me a picture of it? It sounds
right, exactly. There's probably more top secret stuff at a football game than there is at a, you know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid. But anyways, I'm sure there's something that I wasn't privy to, right? But I get your point, and that's the thing. Most people don't see stuff. You know, even the stuff like when I worked for a certain big, rocket building company that weren't allowed to share the stuff they were working on. But everybody in there also knows what we're working on, and they have family, they have friends, and there's probably some of them from foreign countries that are stealing the information already in there.
Yeah,
It's just crazy.
I've had a secret clearance for 20 plus years. I don't think I've ever seen a secret document or touched or handled.
Right.
But I have the clearance.
Well, that's what I said. Like even with my top secret clearance when I worked for computer company, one of the bases, I worked on the classified machines. So whether I saw it or not, I had access to it. I could have found some stuff but I didn't look because I wasn't even interested. I don't want to die. So anyways, yeah, that's that. And I think we're done with this one, right? Because we're going to make this classified so we can get out of here.
Sounds good.
But you're allowed to watch this. If you are out there and you do like or don't like us, I don't care if either one, you can watch us. If you're a veteran, just get on the show, dude. Come on, get in, join the fun. If you haven't noticed, you get to share your opinion without any judgment whatsoever. Well, I don't know if that's entirely true, but you still get to share your opinion. So thank you, Nate, for showing up. Thank you, Christine, Johnny, all you fans out there. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And send us your money, and we'll do this for free again.
Sounds good.
Until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.